Greetings. A middle school teacher recently asked, what is the best way to link a Microsoft Forms assessment? I know we can embed it, but is it best to attach it to a page or an assignment? Let's take a look. There are many ways we can use a Microsoft form in our Schoology class. But for the first question of, is it best to attach it to a page or an assignment? I might offer that if the form you're using as an activity, if it's like a form as a quiz, so here's an example. I have this very simple 2-question knowledge check, and I'm going to want to be able to track or record a grade for it in my Schoology grade book. Then I would start out by creating it either as an assignment as a graded item or even possibly a graded discussion item. So that's the first quick thing. Should I build it as a page or an assignment? If I'm going to need to track or enter into my Schoology grade book a grade for that item, then I'd probably go ahead and create it as an assignment or discussion. Now, there are many other ways. So here's an example. I created a page in my course and I've simply embedded the form. Or I might have created an assignment and I've just attached a link to the form. I could very easily just add materials, add a link. If I just wanted to put a link in my course folder for students to the form, they click on it and it will open up. And then some teachers are even integrating it as part of the class discussion activity. So here's today's form, about hero's journey, and then you have to post a comment sharing your thoughts on what makes a hero. And I've simply linked the form as part of the discussion. So let's take a look at how I did all that. So here's my Microsoft form. First, I'm going to make sure my sharing permissions are correct, and then I'm either going to use just the link, or here's where that embedding code is. But with the link, if I was going to create this as an assignment, because I'm going to want to track a grade for it in my Schoology gradebook, I can begin by creating an assignment. And let's see, today's what makes a hero. So complete the form link below. And this is where I have the link. I like to use the little attachment toolbar in Schoology. It keeps it clean. So it'll also make sure that no matter what device or platform the student is using, that they'll be able to tap or click on the link. Click to open form. Now, remember I mentioned I would create it as an assignment if I'm going to need to track a grade for it in my Schoology gradebook. If I didn't, I might create it as a page. But I'm going to say for this assignment, if their assignment is to go and do the form, I'm not really collecting any submitted student work in Schoology. So I'm going to create it as an assignment so that I can schedule it with a due date, assign it to a grading category, but I do not need to collect any submissions from students in Schoology. So I'm going to turn off the submissions box. So that could be a very common way if I wanted to use a Microsoft form as an assignment activity where I'm going to need to track a grade for it in my Schoology gradebook, but I don't really need to collect any student work. So when students come to it, they'll have the instructions and the materials, and they can click to open the form there. Now, of course, in the same way that I embedded the form into a page, I could also embed that form into the body of the assignment as well. Here in my Microsoft form, the embedding code that gets provided here, I can just copy that. Whether it's embedding it into a page for just like a quick poll or survey, or embedding it into the assignment, whenever I want to embed items in a Schoology editing box, quick tip, I go to Insert Content, Image Media, from the web media, and I paste that embedding code. There's my keyword. It's reminding me this is where I can easily paste in the embed code. That's it. And now that Google form will also be embedded into the body of that assignment. So I can add a link attachment, I can even embed it. But do I create it as a page in my course or as an assignment? I might offer create it as an assignment as a graded item if and only if you're going to need to track a grade for it in your gradebook, because then it would be available there. If not, and it's just a poll or a survey, you might just either add a regular Schoology link or add it embedded into a page for simple, quick, and easy. This is a discussion option again. Also, for the discussion, I just used the link and I attached it to the toolbar there. And this was where I had set this up as a graded item for the form. So I hope that gives a couple of ideas, whether you're just going to add the link, attach the link to an item, use an assignment instead of a page when I want to enter a grade in the gradebook, or if not, just add it as a link or embed it into a page. All the best.